drip, that's water, call that boss. You try my squad and they gon' be in cost. You better be prepared to take a loss. I left my enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. It ain't sauce, no it ain't sauce. Yeah, enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. No it ain't sauce, no it ain't sauce. Yeah, enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. It ain't sauce, it ain't sauce.
Hello people, it's your boy Austin Smitty and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I will be reacting to my great friend TheWillExperience's movie review for Thunderbolts. Now, usually when I don't make a review that lets you know that I either didn't get a chance to see the movie right away or I watched it a little too late. So I watched the movie a little too late and he already had put his review out. So I'm going to give you a little bit of my thoughts as we go throughout this video, of course, while also reacting to what he got to say. But what I'll say, and I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure his is going to be a spoiler review, so this would be spoilers as well for me. So whatever he says, I'm gonna say and follow up on it. But I will say this though, I was completely wrong, and I'm admit to being completely wrong. I thought this movie wasn't going to be that good. I thought it was going to be okay, decent, maybe be like maybe be like an Ant-Man, the Ant-Man 1 movie. Yeah, like an Ant-Man 1 movie. Now, all the people that are out there saying that Thunderbolts is better than Captain America and the Winter Soldier or is better than Guardians of the Galaxy, y'all are smoking. Y'all are like crazy. Like that's a wild take. But the movie is actually really good though, and better than what I thought. Way better than what I thought. It's a lot better than a couple of the projects that we have been getting, but I wouldn't go as far as Guardians or Winter Soldier or Infinity War. Like that's insane. That's blasphemy. But we're gonna see what Will has to say and get some thoughts from me as well. So without further ado, we will start this video in a 3, 2, 1.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, I'm back from the video, man. And today we got my Thunderbolts reaction. I literally just got done seeing the movie maybe 20 minutes ago.
Damn.
I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed this movie a lot. I'm not gonna say too much about this.
Yeah, you know how Will to be. His videos are quick, get straight to the point, move on. When did this video come out? A day ago. Okay, so yesterday basically.
Y'all already know me. I don't do long reactions.
No, Thursday.
But yeah, I meant long reviews. But yeah, let's just get into it. You all know these group. If you guys know the MCU, you all know every single character on here. Taskmaster, Master.
That's what I will say. Taskmaster is really, for those that watch Black Widow, Taskmaster and how they did Taskmaster. She is pretty much the same. It got a little better, but pretty much the same. That's like I would say is one of my main gripes was Taskmaster. And I will also say, a little bit of Sentry and how they do them. It's mostly me nitpicking, but Sentry wasn't too bad. He wasn't too bad. I didn't expect that much, and he is fighting the Thunderbolts, so
I'm sorry, Yelena, aka Black Widow. John.
I will say this though. No disrespect to Scarlett Johansson, but I forgot the actual actress's name. I think she's a better Black Widow. You can gun me down, you can shoot me on that hill, but after this film, I think Yelena might be better as Black Widow than Scarlett Johansson. That's just my personal opinion. Just throwing that out there.
Walker, aka the fake Captain America. Bucky, aka with the Soldier, and then Ghost. And
I like how Ghost was just
Red Guardian.
Ghost.
Alexi. Yeah, so basically this movie's about, Valentine Vantane, if you guys want to know, through like each post credit scene, she was like recruiting all of them. So she recruited them to like do like side missions, and then she basically tried to get rid of them, and by having them all kill each other.
Right.
But then she also didn't know that Bob, which is, you guys want to know, Bob Robert Reynolds, the Sentry, he also was also in there in that vault.
Yeah, it's so weird. His name is Bob. Like I was like, that's your name? Bob is the Sentry, the Superman clone, or the guy's supposed to be like Marvel's Superman in a way. And Blue Marvel. His name is Bob. Crazy. I don't know that much on Sentry. I think I probably know more about Blue Marvel than Sentry, To be honest with you, Sentry kind of was just another character to me.
And then he got loose, and then we learn about the Bob, all that stuff. It's a cool story, good fighting,
And how he
action,
got his
and then
powers and shit
Red
like
Guardian
that.
and then Bucky that gets involved. Then we got the Thunderbolts team. Obviously,
Thunderbolts.
I wish we could add it. We could add it in maybe Combination or Baron Zemo. I feel like that made the team a lot more better.
Now, think about this: Bullseye on the Thunderbolts would go crazy. Bullseye on the Thunderbolts would go crazy. I would be cool with Abomination, but the only issue with Abomination is that they made him a wimp now. He's such a wimp now. Like I couldn't see him on this type of team, especially in the way that the tone of this movie is at times. I just couldn't see it.
More, cooler.
Zemo would have
It's
been
basically
cool.
just a team full of super soldiers. I feel like the coolest one is probably Ghost. I like her powers because she just shape. Not she can.
Honestly, Ghost is really the only one that actually has like, in a way, actually has like powers. Everyone else is basically just a super soldier or like some type of special agent. Like there's really literally what Yelena says is so everyone here can just kick and punch. Like basically, like there's really no one that really stood out. That was like always my thing with like the MCU. Well, with just Marvel in general, was that especially when you talk about just the core Avengers, and this isn't an issue. It's just that most of the characters are just superhumans. Like all of them basically do the same stuff. One's may be stronger than the other. Like Black Panther may have a vibranium suit and maybe be a little stronger than Captain America, but at the end of the day, they're both superhumans. Like they both, in a way, do the same stuff. Just one has a shield and one wears a cat suit.
Like vanish and like reappear. I will say though, I'm not gonna lie, Taskmaster. If you guys are looking forward to seeing her, don't. She's advertised a lot in the trailers and in the posters.
Yeah, yeah, they still do Taskmaster dirty. She's advertised a lot. She's not. She's probably barely in it like that. And like I said, if you watched her in Black Widow, if you didn't like her there, you're probably not gonna like her that much, even for the moments that she does show up.
She's gets killed pretty early on,
Yeah, like
and
she's just.
it
It's
was
just.
obviously known because she wasn't in like a lot of scenes beside like a few of them. She was placing some like in the trailers. You could tell they was faking it. She was placing it in like a few scenes, and it
She
looked.
only has like maybe like 2 or 3 moments. I think I'm trying to remember. I think she's in the elevator scene, and then after that, like you don't see her again.
Out of place because she wasn't there. Yeah, she gets killed pretty
But
early
what
on.
I'm assuming is that they're killed her off, and then they're gonna give her. They're gonna give us the actual Taskmaster.
And I was shocked knowing like I knew she was gonna die, but I didn't think she was gonna die that fast. Yeah, she got
They
killed
pretty
pretty
much
early on. It's
did
crazy.
what James Gunn did,
Yeah,
which is kill
overall, like
Captain
obviously,
Boomerang early on.
they don't tell you, but the villain is the Void, aka the Sentry. I love the story. I love how it focuses on Yelena. Like it's really her movie, basically, if you want to be honest. But I love how
I
full.
I would say Yelena and Bucky. I would say Elena and Bucky, especially once we get to the post credit stuff. Like I would say mostly Elena and Bucky.
Full circle moment, and then obviously they defeat the Void. He's not dead. Obviously, the Void's not dead. He's
They
still
defeat the Void by the power of love and friendship. Because in a realistic setting, it's like the Suicide Squad literally trying to fight Superman like by themselves.
in. He just has to come out every here and there. It's like a thing that really can't go away, if you know what I mean. But it just
Right.
basically like the movie is basically just like the banding of this new team. I just want to say that the MCU, I never really was a fan saying MCU was dead, but if you really think that they're dead, then think again because I feel like MCU is back. This is just the start of a good great movie.
I mean, I never was a part of that MCU being dead thing. I never thought it was dead. They just needed to kind of just redirect themselves, especially after finding out they wasn't making them like season 2, which I'm so upset about. It just lets me know that most of the shit that they were doing was just filler while they rebuild. Maybe part of that was because of what was going on with COVID and stuff like that. But still, like I wouldn't say that it was dead for the most part. They just needed to rebuild and kind of find themselves again, find their footing.
Movie. I feel like this movie was great. Fantastic Four that comes out in like 3 months is going to be better. And as you
Hopefully,
guys know, Doomsday is being filmed right now. We'll get into that exactly next year. It's going to be amazing too. just stay
Next year
tuned,
gonna come by
y'all
so
hating on
fast.
the MCU. It's coming back, y'all. It hasn't. Everything can't be on top, forever. Had a down year, and that's going to be back on top again.
Right.
So I just want to say, overall, great movie, great plot, great dialogue, great action scenes. I have no complaints about the movie at all, like none. Even
Most of
great
the
pace.
most of the stuff, it would pretty much just be it would be like nitpicking and a little bit reaching. It's nothing really. Maybe a couple of the moments where the CGI kind of looked but like nothing really like crazy that I can like say was awful.
Pacing. It does feel like it fly by. I will say that, but great overall. And then it
It
ends
felt slow
with
to
them
me
trying to
for a
take out
while. Once until we
Valentina.
got to
She's
like
like
that third
a
act, and that third act just phew.
slithery version of like Nick Fury, if you in a way.
Wait, what did he
Uh,
say?
slithery version of like Nick Fury, if you in a way.
She's basically, in a way, she's basically Amanda Waller. I feel like that's a better comparison. She's basically like Amanda Waller. Oh wait, yeah, I'm muted. Yeah, but yeah, she's basically like Amanda Waller, or like Grandma Goodness, the lady that works with Dark Side in a way. Like she's but more of like on the good side, but still kind of evil.
Cares about what things to keep her out of jail, which is obviously everyone ain't gonna be good. So yeah, she
Yeah,
basically
definitely not.
at the end she basically came out publicly and said that this group is no longer. If you guys do not know, it was an asterisk in the name of the movie. If you wanted to know, asterisks, are subject to change, and it
Yep,
was. They're now the new Avengers. You're probably
yep.
wondering, like, whoa, they're the Avengers. I'm thinking the same thing too, but in the post credit scene, obviously, I'm gonna spoil it because you guys.
I mean, in a way, uh, it kind of makes sense, and I'm not gonna say I fully saw it coming. I kind of saw it coming, especially with the actually, because it's like we didn't really get. You notice like the first Avengers movie is Doomsday. Like how we had Avengers 1, Avengers Age of Ultron, and then we got to Infinity War, and then we got to Endgame. It's kind of like us in phase 1 watching, excuse me, it's kind of like in phase 1 just getting through Iron Man, the Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, then going to Ant-Man, Captain America 2, going through all the characters, and then we just go straight to get to Black Panther, and then we just go straight to Infinity War and Endgame without any other movies to build it up. So I was like, Thunderbolts, in a way, I kind of figured like this has to be somewhat of the new Avengers because we don't really have a team. Not really. Everyone's kind of running around doing their own thing, especially characters like Moon Knight, who just sitting around waiting for the call, or like Blade, who we haven't even technically seen yet. It's just sitting around waiting for his movie to come out.
Should have seen the movie right now. You're watching this, but yeah, in the post credit scene, obviously it's a. They also tease that Sam also has his own team.
So
And
it's
by them
two
teasing
Avengers.
that, they said it's like basically like two teams of Avengers. But I'm gonna assume they're gonna come together as one team, like the Thunderbolts team, like Team A and Team B, Avengers team.
I would assume that Sam's team would be like him, She-Hulk, hopefully Hawkeye, because the shit that's going on with Hawkeye is crazy too. Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, all the characters that are not Thunderbolts are going to be there.
Teams because they're going up against Doom. Because obviously
You going to
they
everyone
can't
you
win
can
all that
get
for
to fight
real,
Doom.
and it doesn't even compare to the Avengers. But yeah, they're the we now have two teams of Avengers now in the MCU that we're waiting
Which
to
I'm
see that
cool.
we
That's
probably will see
cool.
very soon. Also, the important part was we saw the Fantastic Four ship come into orbit in our 616 universe, so that's important to
Yep.
know. That we hadn't even seen them in the movie yet, so I figure it's kind of weird how we see that, but the movie don't come out for another 2 months. But
Maybe this movie was technically supposed to come out first. Who knows? Maybe this movie was supposed to come out after. Who knows? But yeah, that was interesting. So I guess they're just letting you know off rip that whatever happens in their universe, whatever Galactus possibly does, it's going to affect them, and they're going to either be somehow transported to 616, or like something happens where they just have to go to 616. Like they just get to 616. Like they slowly get there. So I guess we just have to wait and see once Fantastic Four comes out.
no, it's just teasing. It wasn't, but we didn't see any characters. We just saw the four on our side. But yeah, we're just teasing. But yeah, I'm excited for that. It just gets you more hyped for the Fantastic Four movie because now you know
Yeah,
what's gonna happen at the end. They're gonna come there. So now that you do know what's gonna happen, you gonna know how we get
because you're
there,
gonna
and you
need the
know how the
four for
movie
Doom.
everything plays out. But yeah, overall,
I
from
am curious as to if that version of the Fantastic Four has the Doctor Doom, or did Doctor Doom go into space with them. I'm kind of curious to how that works out, or maybe in their universe, Doctor Doom is Tony Stark. He looks like Tony Stark, so I'm curious to how that plays out.
I'm a big Marvel stan. You guys do not know, but I watch videos every single day telling me about the movie
Yes,
updates.
you
I
do.
love the Marvel. Like Marvel is not my favorite movie franchise currently. So yeah, I'm excited. Like probably you could probably say I'm a nerd, but I'm probably a Marvel nerd, stan all that stuff. So I'm excited.
We all
So
nerds in some
I'm going to
capacity.
be more biased when it comes to these movies. Yes, I'll be honest, but I'll be biased. But I will say I do believe MCU right now is on a good path, and I'm excited for what's to
Yeah,
come. But that's also
I don't even think they never really fell. I wouldn't say they fell off because people were still going to see these movies to see if one of these were actually going to be like great. But they just had to find their footing, and this movie is a good step in the right direction. And even though I didn't fully like Daredevil Born Again, it still was a good step in the right direction.
check out Thunderbolts in theaters. You should check it out in theaters. I wouldn't say at home, but you'll probably enjoy it at
I
home
mean,
too. But
you can enjoy it at home.
when it gets to home, but at the moment, go see it while it's out. Still keep seeing Sinners too, because I heard it's great movies blowing up.
Sinners is getting a re-release. Go check Sinners out. Keep going, supporting Ryan Coogler.
But yeah, go see Thunderbolts. Go enjoy it. Without further ado, love you guys. Good guys, this video.
All right, yeah. So yeah, Thunderbolts was great. It was way better than what I thought it was. That the movie was definitely not going to be good. I stand corrected. I was 100% wrong. The movie was great, especially knowing that they are the actual new Avengers now. So this technically was Avengers. We'll just say Avengers: The Rise of Sentry. We'll call it that. Avengers: Rise of Sentry, and then we get the other movie. Then we get Doomsday and Secret War. So yeah, but this movie, go check it out. Definitely recommend it. Go check it out and see Sinners again if you have a chance. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.